Hello children, how are you? I hope you are fine. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Patience and time, these two words are very important for today's scenarios. Patience, we have a patience to stay at home, and time, we have to wait for a time, my dear children. Okay, our lesson is also start with the time. So our first lesson of history is tracing changes through thousands of years. Tracing means finding out. So before I start my lesson, let me recall our memory. Last year we studied about ancient history. Do you remember? So our ancient history was related with so many dynasties, craftspersons, merchants, traders and many more, right? This year we are going to study the medieval history. Let me tell you one thing. The medieval history or a medieval period play a vital role in our Indian history, right? So before we start, let me understand what is medieval history. The medieval history period refers to 8th to 18th century CE in Indian subcontinent. It is divided into two periods. First period is the early medieval period, that is lasted 8th to 13th century, whereas second period is later medieval period, which lasted from 13th to 18th century. Right? Okay. So let me see our textbook page number 1. Can you see there is map on page number 1? Yes, it's a beautiful map, right? So on my board, can you see on my board? That is map 1, that is in red color, and map 2, it is in black color. So the name of the chapter suggests that changes through thousands of years. So we will see this first map and second map, how the changes happen in first map and second map, and then we'll compare, right? So let me understand first map. This was made by Arab geographian Al-Idrasi. It was made in 1154 CE. In this map, South India is where we would expect to find North India. Can you see the map carefully? You will find the map is totally different from today's map. And the name of the places are marked in Arabic, and they are some popular places of Uttar Pradesh like Kanuj, spelled as Khanuj, right? Now let me see second map. It was drawn in 720, that is 600 years after the first map. This is more familiar to us. Go and see second page of your history textbook. The coastal areas in particular are detailed. It was used by the European sailor and merchants on their voyages. Do you remember last year there are so many voyages or so many sailors and merchants used to come from European market, and they used to purchase many things from India. Do you remember? Yes. Now next point is cartographer is a person who makes a map. A person who makes a map is known as cartographer. Right? So this is the change. Now let me call second change. The second change is new and old terminology. So on last video we had studied map 1 and map 2. Can you find any difference in map 1 and map 2? Yes, totally different, map 1 and map 2. Can you see the map 1 and map 2 on your textbook? Map 1 textbook, there is Sri Lanka in the north, where in map 2 Sri Lanka is in south, right? So total different. And can you see the coastal line in map 2 are clearly mentioned, but in map 1 it is not mentioned. So there is change as per the times change. So map 1 was very earlier and map 2 was later on. So you can find there are changes in map. There are so many changes in many things. First of all, in terminology there are also changes. So our next point is new and old terminology. Terminology means terms, right? Now, as for terminology, people used to keep a point, historian used to keep many records, They used to keep many records, variety of languages, they keep the record, they used to keep record many of the things, right? So, we will see here what times has permitted to them to change. See, the term Hindustan, for example, today we are telling as India, in modern nation we are telling India, but earlier in 13th century, the Persian chronicler Miraj-e-Siraj, he changed the name of as a India as a Hindustan. The area of Punjab and Haryana and the land between Ganga and Yamuna, that land he used to consider as a Hindustan. Why he used to consider as Hindustan? Because that time all this such of the land was under the control of Delhi Sultanate. So he used to consider north side as a Hindustan, where he was not considering as a south as a Hindustan, because it was under totally control of Delhi Sultanate. So he used to give the name Hindustan, where you can see here, right? Now next, because he want to create a political sense, for the land of that part, because the domination of Delhi Sultanate. Whereas Babur, can you see Babur? Right here, Babur. He used to use Hindustan to describe the geography, fauna and culture of inhabitant of subcontinent, because he loved the culture of India, he loved the fauna of India, so he put the name as he used as a name as Hindustan, where he believed that India is totally about all culture and fauna, right? Then next this was in 14th century. Then the Amir Khusro, he was a poet and he used as a word Hind for Hindustan, right? Because he feel that India is totally, he feel India flora and fauna is totally beautiful. So he believe in that India as a Hind. So you can find there are so many changes. But today what we used to say, today we say modern nation state, because even more change we used to see here, the meaning of the term foreigner. In past, the foreigner means a stranger who was not a part of a society or a culture. Where present, someone who is not an Indian. Like, for example, earlier people used to say like this, when the person is going from Agra to Delhi, so he become a foreigner. But today we used to say, when a person is coming from out of India, he is a foreigner. But earlier, if suppose you are coming from Nanded to Parbhani, so you become a foreigner. Earlier, that means in the past. But present, we used to say the foreigner which is coming from USA or other part of the world. So we used to say foreigner. So that also a term has changed. And so many things here are referred by the Persian people, where the people in Persian language, they used to say ajnabi to the foreigner in Persian. Whereas in Hindi we used to say pardesi. Mostly we used to see in the movies Pardesi Babu. So Pardesi means the person who is coming from out of that place, right? So the historian have many terms change. Let me tell you one thing. Still we have so many changes now, right? Suppose earlier people used to say Bombay when the British people used to stay in Bombay. We used to say Bombay, but now we used to say Mumbai. Whereas people used to say Calcutta, but now we are telling Kolkata. The time changes, the term and terminology also change. Whereas we just now recently we had changed Pondicherry, it became Puducherry. So the time change, as the terminology also changed. Last year we studied about the Gupta dynasty, right? And we come to know how the historian find out the history of Guptas and that Harshvardhana. Do you remember? Right. Now, in this book, we are going to study, or in 7th standard, we are roughly going to study the following thousands year. That is roughly 700 to 1750. Right. And historian come to know about by the sources available in the past. Archaeologist evidences which he used to use to find out the history. Historian used to use to find out the history, like coins, inscription, architecture, like in architecture fort, even tombs, even temples and painting used to come. This was the past period. But as the invention of the paper has come and the printing has started, the available of the paper was easily. So they follow the literacy evidences, like letter. People started writing. So letter, even manuscript, even petitions, even judicial record, in holy texts, even chronicle of the rulers. So many things the historians used to change as per the time. So all this, even you can see the judicial record. We had studied last year how the kings used to keep the records and how they come to know about the kings, how they are doing. Even the prashastis were rewarded. Last year we studied all these things, right? Then we will talk about manuscript, right? Use of paper for writing manuscript. After invention of paper, paper is easily available. So use of paper for writing manuscript. Manuscripts were collected by the wealthy people and rulers, monasteries and temples, where you must be knowing, you studied last year about these things. They were be placed in the library as well as in archives. What is archives? Archives is a place where the documents and manuscripts are stored. You can see in your mobile phone also you can find archives, right? Today all nation and state government have archives where they keep their official records and transaction, because to create a history you have to keep the records safely. So archives is a place where the documents and manuscripts are stored. So the manuscripts and documents mostly have with the rich people, and they play a vital role to give you information for the historian also. But it was very difficult to use it, So especially how to keep such manuscripts in proper place, that is a big question. And next is scribes. So people used to manuscript written by the people, they used to copy. So those person used to write the manuscript, they are called scribes. So they are called scribes. So we are going to see further what were the difficulties we find for writing the manuscript, right? Difficulties historian face in using manuscript. Actually, manuscript give lot of information, but it is very difficult to keep safe. So it was very difficult for historian to understand what is the original manuscript. So scribes used to introduce many of the numerous changes in the manuscript while copying, because the less they are unable to understand. Sometimes they not understand handwriting, or sometimes they misinterpret, or sometimes they want to give more and more extravagant facts, बड़ा चढ़ाकर बोलना किसी बात को, ऐसा भी हो सकता है. जैसे आप लोग करते हो ना, कोई भी बुक की कॉपी करोगे बच्चों की, तो कहीं ना कहीं वो जो स्पेल करा है आप दूसरा स्पेल करके लिखोगे, तो ऐसा ही होता है. When even the manuscript was written by the scribes, when the one manuscript is copying by another manuscript, so it become like this. So the small but significant change grew over the centuries to centuries for copying, till the manuscript of the same text become substantially different from another. It was very difficult for historian to find out what is the original manuscript, because somebody copied in different way. It was very difficult for the historian to find out the original manuscript. Original manuscripts are rarely found. As a result, historian used to refer different manuscripts, different versions from same text for longer time. So it is very difficult for historian to come to the original written. So, and one more important thing I want to tell you in your textbook, it is a fact, this is mentioned in your textbook, that is in 14th century chronicler Ziauddin Barani wrote first his chronicle. Chronicle is person who used to keep the information. So 1356, and another version after 2 years later he written. After 2 years later, the other version he written, but the historian did not know about the existence of the first version. It takes a lot of time. In 1960, they find about the fact of the Ziauddin Barani. So it's still that people think it was remained to be lost. So this is about the difficulties the historians get when they want to manuscripts. So next point we are going to discuss tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day, my dear children.